This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. And on this day, September the 11th, well, we all know the significance of the day, September 11th. But the simple fact is that there were sporting events happening on September 11th that didn't have to do with said tragedy. This is not a tragedy. Well, if you're a Canadian tennis fan like myself, it was kind of a tragedy. But just last year, 2021, Emma Raducanu won the women's singles against Leylah Fernandez of Canada, 6-4, 6-3. Kind of weird. I just did a birthday girl on Leylah 5 days ago. So anyway, Emma Raducanu won the U.S. Open, becoming the first British woman to win a singles major since Virginia Wade at the 77 Wimbledon Championships that Queen Elizabeth II, who is deceased now, was in the royal box and presented her with the trophy herself. And the second person, Raducanu was the second person to win the U.S. Open in her first U.S. Open. Not surprisingly, 2 years ago, Bianca Andreescu did it in 2019. She became the youngest major champion at age 18 since Maria Sharapova at the 2004 Wimbledon Championships. And with a ranking of number 150, she was the lowest ranked player to win a major since Kim Clijsters at the 2009 U.S. Open. But Clijsters did it after giving birth. Raducanu did not lose a set during the tournament. And she became the fourth woman in the Open era to win a major as her maiden singles title. She never won on tour other than that. Yep. So anyway, this was the first time two teenagers would face each other. A teenager by process is someone under 20 because 18 with teen. Since Serena versus Martina Hingis at the 99 U.S. Open. And the first women's singles major final in the Open era to feature two unseeded players. Raducanu and Fernandez both went to the top 30 following this tournament. And this was the first time since 2011, last year's U.S. Open women's singles, that neither Williams sisters participated. But what makes Raducanu's win even sweeter is that she had to qualify for the U.S. Open. She had to get into the tournament via qualification in the first place. That's what makes things weird. So we'll get to Raducanu and Fernandez's trip to the final. But anyway, Raducanu went through a qualifying round. In her 8-person qualifying group, the winner got to go to the U.S. Open. She faced Bibiane Sculpts of Holland, 6-1, 6-2. Beat the Georgian Miriam Okvadasi, 6-3, 7-5. And she beat Meyer Sharif of Egypt, 6-1, 6-4 to qualify for this prestigious event. Her first match on the main draw was against a lucky loser, Stephanie Fugel of Switzerland. She wins 6-2, 6-3. Then she faced Zhang Ji of China, 6-2, 6-4. She wins that one. Everyone thought that Ashley Barty, who was in the same section as Raducanu, was the heavy favorite. Well, Barty got upset by Shelby Rogers of the U.S. And after Raducanu beat Sorabes Tormo, 6-0, 6-1, she faced Shelby Rogers and beat her 6-2, 6-1. So she did it to get to the quarterfinals. On the other side of the coin, Leylah Fernandez faced the qualifier from Croatia, Anja Kunja, winning 7-6, 6-2. She then beat Kanepi of Estonia, 7-5, 7-5. Leylah then took on the number 3 seed, Naomi Osaka, who was supposed to get to the quarterfinals out of that section, and she won. She went 5-7, 7-6, 6-4. So Leylah Fernandez got to the fourth round, aka the round of 16, where she beat the other major seeded competitor, Angelique Kerber of Germany, 4-6, 7-6, 6-2. So Fernandez, for 2 straight matches, lost the first set, but had to win the next 2. Well, Raducanu in the quarters faced Belinda Bancic of Switzerland and took her down 6-3, 6-4. She would then face Maria Sakkari of Greece, who was the 17th seed, and took her out 6-1, 6-4. Getting to the final somehow as a qualifier. You don't see that every day. Leylah Fernandez was in tough against the number 5 seed, Elena Svitolina, and took her down 6-3, 3-6, 7-6. Fernandez got to the semis, where she took on Anya Sabalenka of Belarus and beat her 7-6, 4-6, 6-4, which meant that it was Fernandez and Raducanu in the final. And Canadians were having their fingers crossed that for the second time in 3 years, a woman would win the U.S. Open. Unfortunately, the dream died. As you can probably guess, Raducanu is holding the trophy in the picture, and it's 6-4, 6-3. So Emma Raducanu did it. Yeah, she was very underrated. People didn't think she was going to do well. But for Emma to get out of the qualifying stages, she had to qualify for the U.S. Open, and then for her to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Yeah, she had to go through, and she had to go through 7 other matches in the main draw to win. And let's not forget, she never dropped a set, even in qualifying. She never dropped a set. Serena, I don't think has done that too often, but for that to happen, wow. I mean, Leylah Fernandez did kind of pave an easy path for Emma because Fernandez took out 3 key members. Raducanu had an easier path, I think, to get to the final. And some say the easy path is not the right path, but somehow for Raducanu, it was. Just wish that another Canadian won a Grand Slam final because people have been saying, you know what, they get to a Grand Slam final, that's the peak of their thing, and they're massively disappointing. And anyway, I dropped I'm going to do.